Namo Buddhaya, Namo Amitabha. Hello everyone. So today I feel like talking about how not to let things get to us so easily. So in life we have to face all kinds of situations and sometimes more challenging situations and also facing all kinds of people. So it's important for us to know how not to let things affect us so easily. So before I go into talk about that, maybe let's look at why we are being affected by things. So we have the 6 internal sense bases, which are our eyes, our ears, our nose, our tongue, our body, and our mind. And in Buddhism, we also call this the 6 roots. So when these 6 roots come into contact with the 6 external sense objects, which are the forms, the phenomena our eyes sees, whatever forms we see, the sound when our ears hear some sound, and the taste when our tongue tastes something, and the smell when our nose smells something, and the touch when our body touches something, and also Dharma. So Dharma means everything, like physical, non-physical, like what we just talked about, when we hear the sound, and then our mind will have dislikes and dislikes. So all these mental objects, all the thoughts are also included in dharmas. So all our likes and dislikes, when the 6 roots come into contact with the 6 external sense objects, our mind will give rise to attachment and separation, and all these likes and dislikes. And that's why we are being affected, because of the attachment and the separation, the likes and dislikes. So if we don't want to be affected by all this so easily, then we need to really keep our mindfulness really strong, keep our meditation practice really strong. It's almost like a moment-to-moment practice. And whenever we are not aware, it's easy for us to fall into the trap of our delusional thoughts, to fall into our attachment, our separation, and our likes and dislikes. So I'm not saying that you cannot have likes and dislikes. You can, but you just simply perceive them as they are without being taken away. So our mind will, of course, distinguish what's good, what's bad, etc. But we can simply just perceive them as they are without being taken away. So sometimes people are like, I know about meditation, I also practice, but things still get to me so easily. So why is that? Because we have this long, deep-seated habit of attachment and separation. And if our practice is not strong, then things still can affect us easily. So it's really like a moment-to-moment practice. And that's why the Amitabha recitation, the Namo meditation, is so easy to apply in the moment. So if you want to practice moment-to-moment, you actually need a method that is really easy to use, easy to apply in the moment. So whenever you find your mind again being taken away by what's happening outside of you and inside your mind, you can go like Amitofo, 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 or Amitabha, 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 to again adjust your mental state, to remind you again to come into the present, to remind you of the true nature of who you are, which is infinite light and life. So you're not easily affected by what other people may say or act, and also by your own wandering thoughts. And we really need to practice this a lot, like moment-to-moment awareness. Whenever we are not aware, again, we can be easily fallen into the trap of our delusional thoughts. And when you are practicing Nianfo, when you are reciting the name of Amitabha Buddha, you also use your own ears to hear your own recitation. In that way, when you lock your hearing faculty, when you lock the root of your ears, somehow the other 5 roots, they will also be locked. It will be much easier for you to focus, to concentrate, to come back into the present, and you will be less affected by whatsoever that's happened externally and internally in your mind. So I hope this helps. Namo Buddhaya, Namo Amitabha.